Hey guys, Ed here. Well, I haven't made a video in a while. I really basically just put the internet aside, just turned off the laptop, and I switched internet providers, and with that came cable, but I might switch back to a different provider. Anyway, so I've just been trying to stay away from the internet, stay away from the computer, stay away from the Gmail, the messages, you know, just trying to fucking just not let it get to me. But still, even though everybody says just ignore them. I'm talking about the stalker, if you haven't noticed. Just ignore them, let it go. Just don't respond to them. Ignore them. I've been ignoring them. I've been fucking ignoring them. I've had my computer off for over 2.5 months, almost 3 months now, since I made a video. And, but it seems that ignoring them pisses them off more than acknowledging him. Even though I don't acknowledge him. He's basically fighting with the trolls, and the trolls are acknowledging his existence. I mean, I think trolls are fucking hilarious. But he's just fucking going crazy. So I'm not online for a couple months. I'm not making any videos of this shit. I'm not making, laptop's turned off. It's in the corner. And he's trying to, get me to react in real life. I mean, he's doing the laser thing again. Fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. And I hear ping, 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 ping. Or the occasional gunshot, which is, 3 o'clock in the morning. Fucking, my neighborhood is not that bad. But every once in a while, fucking mom says, she goes up front, she says, why is there a ton of fucking pellets out here? I'm like, what do you mean? Handful of fucking pellets that have been basically fired at my house. That's what that pinging sound was. Thought it was the shit from the tree falling off and shedding onto the house. No, fucking somebody's been, I can't say it's him. Same thing with the laser. Laser thing's back. Can't say, 100% that it's him. But at the same time, 99.9%, whatever. But with the sheriff's department, it's all, well, do you have photographic evidence of this? Do you have DNA sample? Do you have a picture where you're sitting, right next to him as he's doing this? Fucking, it's like that part in the movie, the 99 movie Godzilla, fucking get him to the bridge. Well, you want us to fucking give him a bath while we're at it? So, since he's back doing the, he's really trying to get my fucking attention, and, I know we had nothing to fucking do. Thanksgiving, me and my mom, stepdad, and we're all enjoying Thanksgiving. And we're all out, by out, I mean, we're all fucking, going back to sleep by like 5 o'clock. Great things. Except for my fucking colitis. Good turkey, fucking good food. And we hear ping, 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 ping. Oh, fuck that shit. And then the laser. A neighbor came over. I'm not saying fucking who. I'm not going to give them up to the fucking sheriff's department so that the sheriff's department can scare the fuck out of my neighbor into shutting up. But I'm not that, if he's gonna do the laser thing at whatever time of day, now that it's getting dark around 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and he's doing the laser thing again, well, I'll do my laser thing now that I got one. So, if he's gonna do his, I'll do mine. Except with mine, I'll pull the fucking trigger. Anyway, So, I have not been on the internet, other than looking at a couple movies on Amazon. Amazon Plus really is not all that I thought it was. I got a free year subscription, and they don't have any. They have nothing. They got nothing. Whatever. So I got a new flex shaft. Check it out for my Dremel. This is a Dremel 300 series, not the best, but whatever. Old, and I got a flex shaft, so it really helped. This is my AMD65, which is now an AMD63, and I'm looking at one of my an old message, and it's like, oh, that's not one of the whiner babies. It's not 9333R compliant. Blah, blah, blah. All right, check it out. Actually, you know what? Let me pause the video so I get the dust cover off. All right, that only took a second. I've done some modifications, and also feed lips broke on this gun. I fixed them. So one thing at a time. All right. So if you haven't figured it out, this is a Childers receiver. A lot of people don't realize that. This is a Childers receiver. I mean, it's pretty obvious, can't you tell? It's a Childers receiver. It may say FEG made in Hungary 76x30, but this is laser etched. If this was actually what it was, if it was actually one of the models, it would not have these dimples here. This is a Childers receiver. Second, this is an American barrel, chrome line American barrel. I modified the receiver because when the grip was here, I could not put any magazine in here. These things you're supposed to use the grips that they come with. Well, the grips they come with are Mickey Mouse cheap shit. Don't trust them. So I modified the front. I put this whole grip all the fuck up, way up here, tightened it down, all the way up here. That's my fault. I dropped the rifle when the feed lips broke. I hit the ground. Fuck. Like I said, I turned it to an AMD63, meaning it has a full stock now. This is a Crapco 4-position stock. I wanted the ATI because the ATI doesn't have this. It would have been like from here, right there, but it was $40 more, and the Crapco came with a free rubber butt pad, whereas the ATI did not. And again, another rubber hoe grip. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a fixed stock. This part is akbuilders.com. The parts, pretty much miscellaneous. I don't know what country they came from. They can be American surplus parts. They could be surplus overseas, made overseas. Doesn't matter. I've taken them out and cut off all the pieces that make them full auto. On the hammer, you can see here that they're the fuck is it called? the piece that the sear would connect, the disconnector here. I grinded it down and rounded it off. I made the internals all smooth, nice and smooth. I smoothed out the hammer, polished it up. It's nice and smooth. You can see here that I took off some metal here, this little piece here, so that there's more of a shelf on, and I polished out the shit so that it's a clean shelf on all 3 sides. Did not mess with the sear, other than cut the tail off of it. I know you can't see well, but I didn't mess with the selector. It's a full auto selector, meaning it's just, I left it alone. If I were to cut the damn thing in half, it would have made it a semi-auto selector, but you know what? I don't want to mess with it. Mine, the whole pull the if you pull the selector over the dust cover, if you have the magazine in it and it's chambered and it goes off, that's fucking stupid. And also, I don't like Tapco products. The whole G2 thing. These parts have more than enough grab on them. And what I mean by that is, the hook is grabbing the hammer. Camera, all the time. It's grabbing the hammer here. The hook, the sear will grab the hammer. The hook will grab the hammer. Oh, also, I'm not paying $40 for it or something just because it has a Tapco logo on it. I made my own retainer pin. I took an 8-inch Zippo lighter and I cut it in half, and using some basic directions and the flex tool. Well, actually, I didn't have the flex tool back. Anyway, just using the Dremel, I made my own retaining plate. It's fucking easy. So, like I said, I broke the firing, the feed lips. Sorry, my stomach's starting. I broke the feed lips broke. See? That's alright. I made new ones. So, I'm just gonna call them, because they're a couple fellow YouTubers. They know my situation. They know my health and whatnot. And they're like, dude, you gotta relax. So they helped me out and basically told me, there's nothing you can do to these rifles that you can't undo. If the feed lips are that fucked up, you can always take it to a gun show and get rid of it for $400. Just don't tell them that it has feeding problems. Or mix up some JB Weld, which that's what I did. I took some high heat and some of the regular, took some the high heat stuff and mixed it with the black and the red hardener, and that's what I got right here. I let it cure for 2 days, and then I took a file. I know it's all shiny. It's because I took the Dremel and polished the hell out of it. But now it's perfectly, well, not perfectly, but it's right there. So the bullet, when it strips off, it goes into the barrel. I also beveled the barrel. Gave it a little feeding channel there. That's why I needed the flex shaft. Couldn't have done that without it. So, besides that, I just took a piece of sandpaper and using my thumb, finger got in there and rounded it off. I know my nails are long. I'm working on a PlayStation today and the soldering kit. Man, my eyes are bugging me. So it's rounded off for the most part, but it's still a little bit of a bump, but it's not going to give. So this gun is basically, would I trust my life on it? No. 98% maybe. It's a good plinker. It's if shit hits the fan, this is a good, here you go, buddy, if you got my back. Also, I could not get the damn rear trunnion out. I drilled it out with my drill press, and I just could not get the fucker out. I weigh 289 pounds. I can give an elephant a heart attack. So goddamn fat I am. And the damn thing, all my body weight would not come out. So what I did was took the grip off and we cut whole thing from here to here, here to here, on both sides, and basically put it in a vise and put. Sorry, that's my stomach going. You're in pain. All I can do is say ignore. So, actually, I got it right here. Here's the old trunnion. I mean, this is still a good trunnion. I mean, it just needs to be re-drilled because there's still bits and pieces of the old rivet, the old rivet, which somebody used epoxy on both sides. That's why it wouldn't come out. But basically, put a screwdriver in there, tightened it down to a vise, and guy number 2 took an aluminum baseball bat and just whack. Man, this thing, cause it's a good thing I took the grip off. This thing bent like all the way down here. I was kind of freaking out a little bit, like, oh man. He's like, dude, don't worry about it. There's nothing you can do that you can't undo. And these are just extra parts, some full auto parts, etc. You've seen one set of full auto parts, you've seen them all. I am working on another build, so so I might trade the that trunnion, clean it up, and trade it with with the screw and with basically trade it. Put I got a couple different parts kits in there, trigger sets, because just picking out which ones I like, which ones are better than which ones aren't. Anyway, so battery warning. So that's pretty much it. Mixed up some JB Weld high heat with some other JB Weld products. Laid it down, let it dry, and it's not gonna come undone. We put the fixed trunnion in the clamp, and while it was in the clamp, tightened it with a C-clamp and hit it with a hammer, tapped it in there so that the metal, because we freed up the old trunnion, so it's it's kind of flared open. Using a hammer, got the metal to get back in there, so it's in there. So even without the rivet, the trunnion ain't gonna come out too easily unless you give it a good pull. And told me drill from the right to the left. I fucked up. I went from the left to the right on this one, but it's whatever. I just gotta sand this down. And why the rivets are poking out? I had Tapco rivets. They suck. They're made of like aluminum or something. They suck. You just tap them with a hammer and they squish. They suck. They bend. They just suck. These are AK Builder rivets. They're made of real steel, and nobody has a riveting tool right now, and I'm not buying one. The way it works is bills, medical bills, personal costs, like food, medical bills, stuff like that, and then all the way on the end of the line, hobby stuff. So just gotta wait until somebody gets a rivet crusher, and just because building an AK is not that easy. But I got a couple other Childers receivers, and I'm working on another one. Piece by piece. It's gonna come out as possibly, because guy number 3 has a real good gift at making wood furniture for an AK look like Polytech furniture. So all I gotta do is find a trunnion that'll fit and a barrel that'll fit the trunnion, and then from there, you know, the rest just, you know, make sure that it fits. Anyway, guys, pretty much that's it. And as for the mini Draco, why I got it out, it's 100%. I've only had 2 problems with it, and that was the ammo I'm using. That's it. You know, one dud, one old round that just, you know, wasn't strong enough to eject. That's it. Other than that, no problems whatsoever with the mini Draco, and I've had this thing for 1 whole year now. If you look at my videos, I bought the mini Draco AK with the brace last year, literally last year. So I've had this thing for 1 whole year, and it's no problems whatsoever. The brace, however, I can't vouch that the brace is 100%. I gotta work with it. I gotta take it apart and retighten up some pieces and fill in some spots and with some polyurethane. Not polyurethane. Anyway, battery alert again. Thanks for watching my video, and happy holidays.